Our last section that we are going to take a look at is investing for retirement. So a lot of the times when you're talking about people retiring, you hear them talking about receiving their Social Security checks. And so Social Security is something that is available after your 62nd birthday. The baseline for your Social Security is based off of how much money you've made and then they adjust for inflation. So they average out your 35 highest years, your 35 highest earning years. Okay. And so they do that, and then they figure out your aim, which would be your average monthly earnings. $66 is actually the retirement age, the basic retirement age. Again, some people retire before that, some people retire after that. It just depends. But the longer you work, the more benefits then you're going to get. Okay. One big question that people have is, can you live on Social Security alone? And so when we're looking at Social Security, the average amount of Social Security that people get is about $1,331. This is per month. Oops, per. Okay, this is per month, not every 2 weeks. So if you're used to getting a paycheck where you make about $1,300 every 2 weeks, and then you're going down to $1,300 per month, again, the way you live is going to kind of have to change a little bit. Also, you might have to pay for Medicare, and that's about $101.90 a month. So if you're paying for that out of this $1,331 that you're getting, then you're really only getting about $1,185. Okay, so that's why people usually have something else to rely upon. So they're not just relying upon Social Security to go ahead and live for the rest of their life after retirement. So it might be investments that they're getting money from. It might be from their pension or a 401k. So it depends on the type of profession that you have. So for example, teachers will often have a pension. Police officers will often have a pension. And again, this doesn't apply for every single one, but in general, these categories, these service categories often have pensions. So we have pensions. And it's a defined benefit. So once you retire, you are going to receive a certain amount each month. And again, it's still based off of how much you were making in your line of work, but it is a defined benefit. It's something you're going to count on. You know you're getting that when you're in your retirement. Pensions are funded by their employers. So you do not need to contribute anything to this as you are going along. On the other hand, a lot of companies will have a 401k instead of a pension. And so that's their retirement plan. And so with a 401k, you're going to go ahead and you are going to make investment decisions. So maybe you decide to invest in stocks or bonds or mutual funds with your 401k. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to watch the market. Okay. A lot of companies will do an employer match up to a certain amount each year. So, if your company might say, if you put in $6,000 this year, then we are also going to put in $6,000 into your retirement. Okay. There's usually a limit up to how much an employer will match. Some employers won't match it at all. But that's something that if your employer does, it's a really good thing to take advantage of. The one thing that you want to think about with 401ks, because a lot of people will have this, is you really want to monitor that because you aren't guaranteed certain benefits. So you're not going to say, okay, well, you know what? I know for sure that I'm going to get $700 a month from my pension or whatever the case may be. Okay. So again, you're going to want to watch your investments. You want to make sure that they're growing, especially in those last years, before you have to take your money out of your plan. And then the only other thing I want to talk about are IRAs. So there are just basic IRAs, which are individual retirement accounts. And then there's specific ones that are called Roth IRAs. A lot of people really like Roth IRAs, because there are a little bit of flexibility with them. And it's nice because the money there is already taxed. So sometimes this money is taxed when you're putting it in. Sometimes when you're investing in different things, the money might go in untaxed, but then you have to pay tax on it when you take it out. With a Roth IRA, it's taxed going in, so you don't have to pay taxes on it coming out, which makes a lot of sense, especially if you're using this as your retirement, is if you're counting on that money, you don't want to end up getting less because you're paying taxes on it. So a lot of people, once they've hit retirement age, will use a combination of these things to get by since they're not working. They'll have their Social Security, plus they might have their pension or their 401k. They might cash out an IRA and live off those funds.